man. I knocked the target down. Damn it. Okay, stand by. Hey guys, H-Town Werewolf. Hey, what do I have for you guys today? So I'm out with the Scar 17 Heavy. Woo! Or is it the Scar 17 L? No, I think it is the H. Yeah, boy. So I skipped one. I was supposed to go in order. I did the 15. I was supposed to go to the 16, but I got a pretty good deal on some ammo, some 308 ammo. As you guys know, 308 ammo is like $1 a round. So I was able to go to a local gun show and I picked some ammo up for like 50 cents a round. So I said, hey, let me get out and make a video on the Scar. And that's what I'm doing. So a little story on the Scar. First, let's go over what I've added to it. I've got the, what is this? The unrivaled brake. You guys have seen this before on some of my AKs. I had this put on at Kalash Bash this year. They had a booth at the bronze or at the silver tent, and I told them, hey, can you guys add one of these brakes and tune it for me? So they did. They added it, tuned it, took out some of the ports that needed to be taken out, and it runs amazing. I also let them borrow it for the day if anybody wanted to shoot it at Kalash Bash. And if they're open to doing that again next year, I will let them borrow this again. So if you want to shoot a Scar and you've never shot one, I plan on putting this at the Unrivaled Brakes or the Unrivaled Company's booth, so anyone can come out and try it. Okay, lost me there for a second. All right, so back to it. Unrivaled brake. I got the Kinetic Development long rail. This is called the MREX. And what it does is it replaces the Picatinny at the 3, 6, and 9 positions. And I like it because these Scars, they tend to have a really long barrel profile. With this rail, it gives you more real estate up front, so you can grab onto it. It doesn't even get hot either. So MREX kinetic rail, Bravo Company slightly vertical grip. And inside I added the Geisley trigger. So it's got the Geisley, there's only one trigger that goes in this, and it's the Geisley. I added that to it. Up top, I've got a Delta Striker 1-6. And then on the offset mount, I have a Holosun 4 or 507. Yeah, 507 on a Arisaka mount, 45-degree mount. And I will say, these things have a reputation for being optic killers. And man, that's been the case. The Delta Striker has a red dot in the center that you can, you have settings, you can turn it on. That red dot isn't working. It was working, but I guess from all the, I don't know, I guess from the action, I don't know what kills the optics on these guys, but red dot's no longer working. So I'll have to send this in to get it serviced. And that's sitting on a worn light mount. I think it's got some cuts in it, so it's a little lighter. I don't know what I'll put the nomenclature of the mount on the screen. And then check this out. I tightened this down with blue Loctite. That's just from today. 200 rounds, and the red dot's already loose. So I might have to figure something else out. I'll have to look around and see if I can't get a different type of mount, because it's really cool to, obviously this is 1-6, right? But if you just want to take a quick shot, it's easier to just twist and use your red dot. But if your mount's all wobbly, you can't hit nothing. So I got to fix that. Didn't do anything in the rear. I love the UGG boot, so I left that alone. And then I did have I did buy a grip from Parker Mountain Machine, but I like these Bravo company ones, and so I just bought one, and I sanded the rear with the Dremel. I just sanded the rear a little bit because the stock one, the stock BCM one, won't fit without a little modification. So I just took some material off the back, and it looks perfect. And that's it. That's all I haven't done much to it. I think a big improvement. This thing was it was already a soft shooter, but adding that unrivaled brake, man, it has really softened the recoil on it even more. So yeah, this is the Scar 17L and or H, damn it. Oh, and this is the NERCH model, non-reciprocating charging handle. So man, I'm digging this thing, man. It's my favorite. It's my favorite 308. And I've had quite a few. I've had so for starters, I started with a DPMS AR10, and that thing kicked like a mule. So I didn't like it. I got rid of it. And then I had a CMMG Mark III, a little better, but still I was like, I don't know, the aesthetic of it, just it was different. And then I've never had an M77, but I did shoot clays, and it kicked a lot too, so it was pretty punchy. So I've shot that. And then what was the last thing that I had in 308? Oh, and then I also have I had a Tavor 7 in 308, and I would say that's probably my second favorite 308. The recoil on the Tavor 7 it's not as soft as this one, but it's nice. So if I ever did get another 308, it would probably go get another Tavor 7, but I would get an FDE. So, oh, and check this rig out. So I reached out to Davrinoff a while back. I want to say maybe 9 months ago. And I told him, I said, hey, I need a rig for my Scar. And I told him, hey, do you need me to send you some mags or anything? And he made this rig for me, especially for the Scar. I don't know if you can tell, but the pattern of the paint job that he put on it, it matches the mags, but in reverse. So he did it in reverse, which is really cool. So custom rig by Davrinoff. Thanks, man. And it works really good, man. These things slide in and out like butter. So loving it. Whew. Nice. Hey, so I don't often do pros and cons on my videos, but hey, let's do some for the Scar H, the Scar 17H. So I will say, I'll start with the cons. How about that? The biggest con is going to be price. This thing is it's not cheap at all. And so that's going to be the first con. You really have to like this platform to get to get it and to get invested into it, because it's going to cost you an arm. So that would be con number one. Con number two would be the mags. And some may think that that's not a con, but these are proprietary. So you're limited to only running these, and they're not very cheap. I think the mags are, oh man, are they 60 bucks or 70 bucks? I'll add the price here in the comments. So those would be my two cons. If I had the older model, I guess con number three would be the reciprocating charging handle. If you're not used to that, it can whack you pretty good. When you go to put your arm, or when you go to put your hand on your rifle, say you want to grab it by the mag well, well look, your thumb gets right in the way of the charging handle, and so it would take the finger with it, and it would cause a malfunction. So that would be con number tres, the reciprocating charging handle. Luckily, I got the version that doesn't do that, so I'm good. But just something to throw out there. That's con number three. And so now as far as the pros, okay, so pro number one is that, damn, this thing is, the silhouette is just amazing on this thing. It's featured in all the video games, the Scar. This thing is, you can just see the silhouette. You see that UGG boot, you already know what you're getting into. So that would be pro number one, the coolness factor. Pro number two has to be, for me, the recoil. This thing is, man, it's so soft. As I mentioned before, having the other platforms, it's different. With this thing, it's very easy to shoot. So there's that. Pro number three would be, this thing is light. Yeah, I know it's a Scar heavy, but it's actually pretty light in comparison to the other ones that I described. He's a pretty light guy. All right, pro number four. Geez, I don't know. Well, he's cool. I don't know if I can say that twice, but yeah, so that's the pros and cons on the Scar. Man, this thing has been amazing. I've probably put since I've had this, I've probably ran through about 2,000 rounds, and it's never gave me an issue. This thing shoots everything from steel to brass, anything I've thrown in it. The ammo that I shot today was like surplus Argentinian ammo. Some of it was steel case, some of it was brass case, but the date on some of those boxes were back from the 60s, and it just chewed it up like nothing. So it's amazing. All right, well, enjoy some of this shooting footage. I'm out. Hey guys, also as a rule of thumb, I try to keep at least 10 mags per weapon, if not more. So just a random thought to throw out there. You don't want to have just a couple, try to get as many as you can, because magazines are parts that fail, so you need to have multiple options. So I try to keep 10 at least. Scar 17. Woohoo! My favorite battle rifle. Yeah, boy. And that's all I got, guys. Just a quick video. Holidays are coming up. I really appreciate everybody liking, sharing, subscribing to all of the videos and watching all my content. And man, I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And so until next year, I'm out. Hey, just kidding. Let me do a quick mag dump for you guys. Woo! All right, now I'm gone, guys. Later.